Back in the 90s, H-Town told us that there was a thin line between love and hate. So we got to take that into accountability when we talking about this whole story from the beginning. Now, who you see notably sticking out in the picture is Boosie and Lil Ivy, just in case you couldn't tell. Now, these are two of Baton Rouge's biggest big dogs to ever come out of BR. And they gave us this iconic picture that's borderline known globally. Like, this picture brings back a lot of childhood memories for a lot of people that's viewing this video right now. Boosie with his arm around Ivy, and in this picture you see no signs of any type of potential snakery, any type of potential beef situation that could have transpired between the two. What you see is true, genuine happiness and friendship. But if we review the actual story that was put out to the media about the fact that Boosie came to the club that night and was trying to offer Ivy a pint of syrup, to which Ivy turned it down because he was mad about the deal that he had on the table with TBG that Boosie did not show up to and ultimately got shut down. Now, family, let me pause and put a disclaimer, because Boosie did come out and say that that wasn't actually true. But let's carry on. Now, after the pint of syrup situation, Boosie was seen getting into a small, disagreement with someone, which turned into him actually leaving the club after that. Then Ivy was seen, arguing with the same person. Now, after the whole club situation, Ivy and his boys went to get in the car, to which that person pulled up and opened fire on the car, leaving Lil Ivy lifeless. That's just a small recap. Now, these two kings gave way to two offsprings who are literally in the limelight right now, in Tootie and Lil Ivy Jr. And just like their dads, they're having a real falling out. As Ivy explained in a whole interview with Fuchsia's TV, he explained the fact that they were never really close. They were just cordial, just because of the friendship that was thought to have transpired between both of their fathers. They was cordial with each other, never really no real brotherhood or anything like that. But the question is, does their situation have trickle effects, so to speak? Is those situations a way that we can see what could happen in the future? Is history repeating itself? Does one of these young princes have to fall for the other one to be the king? Or is one already the king and the other one a prince, and that king had to fall for that prince to rise? Because that's what we seen with Boosie and Ivy. Boosie stated out his own mouth that, Ivy was his big dog who showed him the ropes, and Ivy's passing brought him into predominance. It brought him into becoming that big dog. Let's go ahead and check out, the situation between the two in the music, because there's been a lot of, shiggities being thrown back and forth, and that's undeniable at this point. Their situation has made it to the land of no return. And even though, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes, I'm pretty sure that, a lot of situations occurred that haven't been publicized, even though that bottled up aggression could not be contained.
Talking to you, you really my son. You know how I come.
I'll cut you up like your pasta. Do what you said, you ain't no mother. I'ma keep it gutter. I'ma keep it gangster. Boy, you up now, you know you're in danger.
I really don't care, we can catch us one. I'll whoop you and I'll whoop your son. Like you know we gon' join. If your sister run up, then she gotta get done. Yeah.
When I see you walk up on you like a stranger, now you wanna drop some knots, I see your son, I spank him. You gotta say my daddy name just to make a banger. The way I put him under, call me Uptown Ranger. All my certified, we Uptown slangers.
And when I catch him, I want him down and come. Yeah. Everything was fine until it, he just in that, but it I went to school with him, that boy, there ain't no little. All of a sudden, now you a killer. When I got that money, took it all to the pawn shop. Fuck me on that Baton Rouge in the drop top. Tin on his head, yeah, he ready for the kill. That's my little hitter. That's my little hitter. I'ma make him tell his dad. You know I ain't speaking on the option to the man with him. He tryna send a nigga pop, Monday young ass dead and leave him by his mama though. And I'ma step on him, pull on the phone, catch him in that back and break you guys. How you say you love a nigga standing right?
That was Ivy's response to this video from Boosie. And man,
nah, bro. Never wanna do that dude nothing, man. I got love for Lil Ivy Jr, bro. I ain't gonna say nothing bad about him. I don't care what he say about me.
Wrong, you ain't gonna save me from this.
Disrespect. I say this though, Boosie. You can feel all the love in the world that you wanna, but this youngin' got something on his mind. And if it's not on yours, you know, yeah, you might be a casualty, man, playing around. You walk up trying to give a hug and he giving a slug. That ain't gonna work out. I'm gonna tell you that right now, man. You know what I'm saying? He feeling some type of way and it just is what it is. He gonna go with his move. That's what he's saying, allegedly. Let me throw that in there for all the extra out people. Y'all know what the business is. But I'm just saying, man, you know, he's not feeling what you feeling. So you can stay off record, you know, and not say nothing back to him and not care what he say to you. You know, that might be the most strategic move to go with as far as having this spotlight on y'all right now and whatever. But I would say this, man, he's definitely going to come at you and he's showing that. But in my most humble opinion, I don't see Boosie as the I'ma just turn the other cheek type of person. Never been that, never will be that. We know that. So hey, man, you know, it's chestnut checkers. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I mean by that one. And on the cool, man, I would say this, man, I'm seeing a complete repeat of the early 2000s, you know, and it just seems like things are not going to be in the same situation as it was before. It kind of looks like things might shift towards the latter, but hey, we don't know. We'll see how that plays out. One thing we do know for sure is that this thing is at a point of no turning back, like completely no turning back. And the only thing that's going to be pushed and promoted is for them to go at each other's necks. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to show y'all what they had to say on a few little lives and whatnot. You know, just little shiggities that was thrown back and forth through outside of the music. You feel me? But check this out.
And what's your relationship like with Boosie now though? Like,
It ain't one.
It ain't one at all, cause I seen.
Watch this.
No better.
You guys wanna know where I stream daily, man? It's Twitch.com.
Could diss me, y'all could do what you want, yeah. Just let it blow when you see me. Yeah. That's all that is. Everything you diss me and said, I just want you, when you see me, I just want you to do that same thing.
Lil Ivy Jr. says, little dude wanna diss me, below your blick when you see me, blood. Then he says, you know, his blank gonna be behind him, well, right behind him. Then Tootie Ross says, I feel like Soulja Slim, but I feel like I got bigger rods. I gotta come outside cause I don't like inside, but they say we be hiding. Then he says, on top of that mountain looking down on all these dudes hating on me. Then Tootie finish off his shiggities by saying, I see all them dissing, I laugh at them.
Chillin', looking down like you gotta be kidding me. Probably the one that got rid of me. I used to 50,000 and I'm only about 16. Tell me down it and I give you about 50.
But the ran fast. Catch that this time, do you know that's his my killer and all.
Now, the music most definitely gives us very keen idea as to how these two youngins feel about each other, you know, especially Ivy Jr. You know, that last little clip gives us a feeling about why, you know, he feels that way towards Tootie as well as Boosie. You know what I'm saying? Like the situation was inherited, you know, towards Tootie. Of course, he had to protect his pops. Now you got a field of people who feel as though, you know, Boosie is battery packing Tootie raw, which it very well might be. At the end of the day, we understand that, you know, there's a power ranking system and things do have to run through Boosie. Boosie the boss man, and Boosie gonna run his whole organization with a militant mind state. So to be able to, you know, release the music going at Lil Ivy Jr., you know, Boosie, I'm sure it has to be ran by him first, like we stated before, you know, but Tootie does have his own mind. So, you know, he's gonna go with his own situation. Now, I'm sure that, you know, before this all happened, there was a sit down and a discussion, you know, that was discussed before, you know what I'm saying? All of this got out to the media. But at the end of the day, man, this is a situation that definitely won't blow over anytime soon and probably never will. You know, the best we could probably see for them is just kind of keeping it out of the media, keeping it off of wax, you know what I'm saying? And both people going their separate ways and living their best life. But honestly, I just feel like, you know, one of these dudes are ultimately going to end up losing their lives over all these situations, because this is just something that doesn't go away. You know, it doesn't go away. Too much pride, too many egos, and too much involved in this for it just to go away. And that's one of the biggest things that's plaguing, you know, our youth today, is just all of the egos. They develop these egos at a young age, and it's not easy for them to get past that. You know, the egos just get ignited whenever the clout comes, and these two definitely have a clout on a major scale. You know, you got Tootie Raw with 40-something thousand YouTube subscribers, you know, with hundreds of thousands of Instagram followers, and you know, you got Tootie Raw, Lil Ivy Jr. with 20,000, you know, YouTube subscribers, as well as, you know, over 50,000 Instagram followers. So of course this situation is one that is bolstered by egos. Now it's also seeping into, you know, the women. You know, Boosie's daughter Ivy, she, you know, went ahead and hit up, you know, Lil Ivy's daughter and said that, you know, tell Uncle Ivy's daughter, you know, I want to batter. You know what I'm saying? So as you can see, it's bleeding over into the females. You know, Tootie Raw put it in the song and in the snippet that, you know, he'll have his sister, you know, pretty much put the fisticuffs on Ivy's sister. And Ivy's sister came out and let it be known that, you know, she was gonna back her brother. So this is a situation that's also bleeding into the women. You know, at the end of the day, I haven't seen a response from Lil Ivy's daughter, but we all know that, you know, Ivy, man, she gonna go for her daddy. She gonna go for her daddy, her brother. You know, she loves him just like most women do. You know, they siblings, the men in their family, they gonna ride, you know, till the wheels fall off for them. But Ivy, being the feminine side in this situation, she has to be the level-headed one. If you see nobody wants to, you know, clear out all the smoke that's in the air, you have to be the one, you know, to actually try to talk some sense to everybody, especially if you're gonna call they pops Unc. You gotta look at them like family as well. If you're gonna call a daddy Unc, these are his offsprings. These are his offsprings. You are the oldest. You know what I'm saying? You have to be the one, you know, to sit your little kinfolks down, if that's what you look at them as, and actually try to, you know, meet some common ground. You know, at some point there should have been a place where y'all had a connection to be able to communicate in a way of, you know, keeping everything off of the media. At least if y'all was gonna feel this way, keep it out of the limelight. You could have explained that and got that across, but that's not a good look, man. Like all the way around, through and through. You know, at the end of the day, man, rest in peace to the real big dog, the boss man, you know, Ivy. Not no slat towards Boosie, of course he is a big dog as well, man, but you know, rest in peace to this man. You know, he was really a stand-up guy, and everything you hear about him is nothing but stand-up, you know. So we definitely gotta show that love to him. And man, when it comes to the case of Boosie, man, he made a movement, man, that's still withstanding to this day, and is spreading it to his kids. Both of these guys have. TBG still lived on even after the passing of Ivy, and that's just a testament and a testimony to how much he had his feet in the soil in his day. Now, at the end of the day, man, it's just all a test of who will be the one to carry the torch into the next generation. Will it be Tootie Raw, or would it be, you know, the Ivies, the ones who didn't truly get their opportunity to carry their brand into, you know, superstardom? Because we know Boosie made it there. So now we seeing TBG pop up and rise to the occasion, and Ivy's peaking at the perfect time. He's being priority at the perfect time. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts on all this down in the comment section. And with that being said, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you ring that bell icon and turn post notifications on. Y'all know we going up all 2022. It's a grind, it's a vibe, man. So rock out with me. And with that being said, I'm out. Believe it.